My people, what up? Can you hear me? Just do a mic check real quick. Mic check, mic check. Shit, this thing turned all the way up. Check, 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 check. What up, my people? Hooligans. We here again. We here again. We here again. Yes, we are here again. We're going to give them some time to get in here. I didn't make no announcement. I just started it up. What's up, my people? We're going to give them some time to get in here, let the notifications go off, let them know, let them get to a nice, comfy area because we got a lot to talk about. Y'all know the rules. If you're drinking something, pour up your drink. If you're partaking in certain activities, let's go ahead and get that ready. Let's go ahead and get that ready because we got a lot to talk about. Shout out to the hooligans, man. Let me go ahead and get my shout outs. You know, if you first in the building, you get shouted out. You know that. You got to be the first in the building. Shout out to Josh. Perry, what up? I see you. Edwin, what up? Money Jones, Miguel. Say back-to-back champs. I like it. Menza, what up? Braden, what up? Let's see who else we got. Trey, Cameron, Chaos, what up? Mr. Mac, what up? Jacob said we in here. Shout out to you, Jacob. Edwin, what up, man? Back-to-back for the first time. I'll take it. Facts. Boy, it's been a long time coming. If you one of these old Buck fans, man, that's just been around. See, if you a Brady era Bucks fan, shout out to you. Because we want you here. We do want you here. And I hope that after he leave, you stay with the team. We want all the fans we can get. But it's something special. It's something special for those of us who was dead through the 5-win seasons and the 6-win seasons and the constant losing and the just never in playoff talks. We were just happy to go 500. We were just happy to say, man, we went over 500 this year. That's dope, and we was happy for that. That's pre-Brady. This thing feel a little something, a little more special. You see what I'm saying? This thing is a little more special. It tastes a little sweeter. Back to back. Will, shout out to you. Mr. 3ZY Music, shout out to you. I told y'all go check that page out. Money Jones, Miguel, I already said what's up to you. Jay, what up? Division champs. Are things clicking? Jay, we'll see. JR Dot, what up? Hooligan Trey in the building. That's what's up. Hooligan, shout out to you. Payday, what up? Sandoval, Blue Magic. Dub, Hooligan, what up? Kawasaki boy, Travis. I give y'all all the shout outs. Nick, what up? Darren, I think I already said Darren. Tyler, what up, Tyler? Yeah, that's right. Make sure you hit the like on the way in. I gave y'all 5 minutes to get set up and get right. Now we go. First of all, shout out to the Panthers. Y'all made it a goodie. You made it a goodie. But we are your father. Yes. Yes, this daddy talking. NFC South. The members of the NFC South, this is father talking. Daddy. You are our juniors. Because the NFC Championship is yet again back in Tampa. We'll drink to that. Happy New Year to all the hooligans. Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, all that. If we're going to start the season off, to start the year off right, it feels oh so good. Because we know no matter what you say, this thing is fraternal. This is fraternal. We're your father. Now let's get to the game. Had to get that out there. It looked like in the beginning of the game, I said, oh, here they go. I did. I said, here they go again. Hit the like button. Things wasn't clicking. Now, we've been waiting all season for things to click, and they was not clicking. And I said, they ain't gonna work like this. And Carolina came out on fire. Carolina came out on fire. The type of fire that sends a team to the playoffs. They truly believe in themselves. And I got to give them kudos for that. The Bucs came out flat again. And I couldn't pinpoint what the problem was. I really didn't have a big problem with the play calling. I'm going to always have a problem with the play calling. But I didn't have a big problem with the play calling. I feel like what was being called could win. But I saw something that I haven't seen in a long time. Brady was still Bradying, right? But the response to that was different. I saw urgency and desperation in their eyes, man. I saw it. I saw like it was like this is the Super Bowl to them. Even though they wasn't executing at first, it looked like in their eyes it was a different type of fire, man. In they step, in how they move, everything was so serious. There wasn't no playing. It wasn't no joking around. You would catch here and there, but it just the atmosphere was different. It had a playoff feel to it. And the Bucs played better going through adversity. So when they went up for the second score, I saw everything, just the mentality changed. It was so serious. I actually saw Ty Bowles yelling at the ref. Everything that Tampa 2 been saying over these last couple of weeks all showed itself in this game. Ty Bowles was yelling at the refs. He was talking to the players. He was getting involved in the game. It felt like this was one and done. That's what it felt like. This was one and done. It had that feel to it. And the players showed that. The coaches showed that. The body language showed that. Like, we're not doing this. And the offensive line was blocking it up. They did get some pressure on Brady, but they blocked it up. I like the Tristan Wirfs and all that. I mean, we needed it. We needed everybody. and they blocked it up. The running lanes was crushed. They crushed the running lanes. I think Leonard Fournette had like 20-some yards. I think Rachaad White had like 20-some yards. Like they locked that thing down. But what they didn't foresee, and neither did we, was the pass game was going to be amazing. The Panthers sold out for that run game. They sold out. Now, they are typically a good run defense team anyway, but I could tell they just sold out for the run. And there's a reason why the Panthers have only 7 wins on the season, and we have only now 8 wins on the season. We play very, very similar, right? We play very, very similar. Everything that the Panthers do, we do. Everything that we do, they do. Or they can do. But I heard about this two-headed running game, monster running game that they had. And so I wanted to see how we was going to lock that down, and we did. But alternatively, they also locked down our run game. So it was a throwing game. Who was going to throw the best balls? Pause. They did a good job locking down that run, and so did we. And I said, okay, so the run's eliminated for both teams. We can't run. And I said, this is gonna be a problem because we have had a problem with the passing. Not that we can't make passes, but a lot of it come in garbage time or catch up time or something like that where they playing off. And I said, for us to win this game, we're gonna have to go get it. And for the first half, we wasn't attacking. And we'll do something good and the penalty bring it back, which it wasn't too crazy. Or we'll try something. They was dropping the balls, and I just was like, we can't win like this. They went into the halftime, and I said, this is the time when bad teams come back out flat. They don't change anything. They don't do anything different. They just come right back out with the same game plan they came out in the first half with. That's exactly what Carolina did, which is why Carolina is a 7-win team. Oh, but we didn't. I've been waiting on Todd Bowles to get aggressive, not trick aggressive, not trick play aggressive. I'm talking about make those players play. Make them play. Make them execute. Force them to. And that's when they got busy. Henderson for the Carolina Panthers, cornerback that was guarding Mike Evans one-on-one. Steve Wilks, you got to do a better job because your man got cooked. Burnt. He the butter and the toast. He got cooked several times. And Mike Evans, shout out to Mike Evans. You get your flowers today. Mike Evans wasn't even doing nothing too crazy. He wasn't even doing he wasn't shifting or nothing. He was just straight up. Mike Evans is not fast. But you got cooked, sir. You specifically are the reason why y'all lost. Steve Wilks, how do you allow Mike Evans to get behind your defense not once, not twice, 3 separate times? How? That's why y'all won 7 games. Mike Evans, shout out to you. You went off. Oh, and by the way, Chris Godwin, he went over 100 yards passing. Receiving. Tom Brady threw for 400 plus. quarterback rating in like the 80s or something crazy. The Bucs fans got one question. Where was this all season? But regardless, it came out when it needed to. And you're going to need to do this not for a half, for the entire game, for the rest of the season and postseason. You're going to have to do it just like that, Ty Bowles. Just like that. Now, no playoff team is going to let Mike Evans get butt naked and loose like that. No playoff team will. A 7-9 team will. A 6-win team will. No playoff team is going to let you get that. Especially after they just saw that. They ain't going to let you do that. Brady, you ain't going to have the time. And you ain't going to have, and Mike Evans, you ain't going to have the distance to be able to do that. But Chris Godwin going over 100 shows me that if you do lock Mike Evans down, what you get, what answer do you have for Chris Godwin? All we got to do is block it up. And they shut the run game down, which teams always try to do. But if we beating you like that deep, you got to back everybody up. That's going to open up running lanes. It's backwards because what you want to do is you want the run game to lend itself to the play action pass game. You don't want the pass game to allow you to run. That's ass backwards. But it worked. It worked. It will work against a sub 500 team. But when you go to these playoffs, Bucs, like we doing again this year, you're going to have to clean it up. But you did good blocking it up, line. You had some times in there, and I said, it's not looking good. But after you came out in the half, you really played some good football, man. Tom Brady moved around the pocket a little bit. I like his play. He had some duds. But they got to give him a pass on it. Because the thing about having Tom Brady on the field is it can happen to you at any moment. That pass, those 3 passes, deep like that, what Tom Brady just did and the Bucs just did was show teams that you do have to fear that. Teams haven't feared that all season. That's why our run game ain't been getting going, because teams not even respecting the deep pass because they know we can't hit it. Well, guess what? We showed the teams that's in the playoffs today that we can hit it, and multiple times. So that's going to hopefully ease back some of these defenders and allow us to get the run game going, because all they're going to remember is watching that film where Mike Evans went the hell off. And recent, not week 4 when he went off, he just went off. So defensive coordinator, Dallas, you gotta consider that. And that's a good thing for our run game. 200 plus yards for Mike Evans. 3 touchdowns for Mike Evans. I think he had 48 fantasy football points. And I don't play fantasy football, but I saw that come across the screen. I said, wow. Panther fans, Mike Evans almost, if he had one more catch like that, would have set an NFL record for passing yards in the game. One more catch like that. NFL record that has been long standing. I think it's 258 yards or something like that. Y'all gonna have to Google it and check it. Almost set the record on y'all. And Chris Godwin had 120 yards. And y'all still almost won. Or could have. That says a lot about your team, but you're just not better than the Buccaneers. You got a good, promising team. And if you're smart, you better keep that coach. Don't be crazy and get rid of that coach, but you're just not better than the Buccaneers. Let's talk about the defense. Oh, wait a minute. We got to finish up the offense first. Julio Jones did catch a pass. He did do a reverse. I see how they're trying to use him. They're trying to gadget to use him like San Francisco do with they one wide receiver. They're trying to use a gadget use him. Hey, Todd Bowles, I need you to get him more in the game. I need him to do that reverse more than once. I need him more in the game because I need them to think about him. Because right now they're not thinking about him. They're putting a third string corner on him, and the third string corner is locking them down. That's Julio Jones. You got to get him out there deep too. Get him on one side and get him out there deep and get Mike Evans deep because now they got to watch that film where them deep passes and them touchdowns was working. Now is the time to get Julio on the other side of the field and get him also deep. Even if he's just a decoy, get him out there deep. Make them think about it. Let me I got to put a safety over Mike Evans. That's going to leave Julio butt naked. So we got to really be careful how we play this. We got to switch to a cover 2, cover 3, dime, whatever, nickel. We got to get some corners out here for what they got going on because now they got to fear the deep pass again. And that's what we want. That's going to open up the run game. Trust me, hooligans. Hit the like button on the way in. Leonard Fournette, I need you to get a little bit more excited to be in the game. I know that you want to just be the feature back and you don't want to switch carries. You don't want to come off the field. I know that. But the thing that you got to understand, Mr. Leonard Fournette, is that we need that 1-2 punch. We need them to feel differently about how they tackling, what blitz packages they sending in and all that, depending on the running back. You're a great player, but you got to be more happy to be on the field, man. You look like you're laboring and you're just like, man, I'm here, and you're just unhappy. For the rest of the season, this is your team that you're going to play on. You're not going to a different team. You're here. And we play a two-headed running back by committee, and you need to get over it because I see it in you. I'm glad Rachaad White wasn't injured too bad. We'll see what's going on. He came out of the game for a second. He went back in the game, but his arm was just dangling. And I don't know if it was his wrist, his shoulder, his elbow. I'm pretty sure that they didn't came out with what it was by now, but I don't know what it was. I gotta look. I gotta follow up with it. But I was like, oh, we definitely don't need that. It's playoff time. We definitely don't need that. So you might see, I don't know. We'll see what's going on with that. Donovan Smith, you had a penalty or two, but you did pretty good. Tristan Wirfs was back in there, did pretty good. I like what we was doing in that second half. Gave Brady a little bit of time. Brady can't stand getting touched and felt down. Y'all know that. So block it up. Defense. I don't like for teams to score over 20 points. I don't even like for them to score over 14 points, but I definitely don't like them to reach 20 on our defense. But there's only so much our defense can do. I'm going to tell you like this. In the playoffs, the team that punts twice will lose. Every time we touch the ball offense, we have to put points on the board. The team that punts twice will lose. You don't want to punt twice. And if you punt twice, they need to punt twice. If you punt 3 times, they need to punt 3 times. That's how you keep it even. The team that punts twice will lose. So offense, when y'all got the ball, you got to put points. I don't care what kind of points. And let me tell you another thing I love on offense. Before we get to defense, forgot to say this. Tom Brady is a quarterback sneak genius. We have found our solution to the ever so hard to get 1 yard. There was 3, I think he had 3 quarterback sneaks this game. One was for a touchdown. In days past, weeks past, you would have attempted to run it with Leonard Fournette, and it wouldn't have worked. You can take back them 2 first downs. You can take back that touchdown that Tom Brady got if we would have handed the ball off. That's how quickly these games can swing to us getting a W and us getting the L. Is simply that. I liken to say, outside of the 3 touchdowns, I got it from Mike Evans, those quarterback sneaks were just as crucial. They happened on 4th down, touchdown, just as crucial. I'm still not seeing anything in the special teams. I need to see more in that. Special teams, I need y'all to just do a little bit more. Ryan Succop did miss a 53-yarder, but it's 53 yards. He also missed an extra point. I don't know what that was about, but I need you to clean it up. You're one of the most accurate kickers in the game. I need you to clean it up for the playoffs. Defensive line with Vita Vea, Akeem Hicks, Anthony Nelson, y'all are getting it done. Shout out to Anthony Nelson. Well, I've been watching you for the last couple of weeks. You here. Anthony Nelson is here, people. He here. We got one. I just need you to do that all game. But you here. Got to give you your flowers today, sir. But that Vita Vea and that Akeem Hicks and all that in the middle, hard to run. And Akeem Hicks got his hand on one too. That would have been a touchdown. D-line, you're showing up. However, y'all are easily evadable. Easily evadable. For some reason. That fumbling and bumbling and rolling around that Carson Wentz did, where he was almost tackled. Y'all make the most non-athletic or slightly athletic quarterback look like Russell Wilson. Get that man on the ground. When you go to playoffs, you can't do that. You cannot let Dak Prescott just do all of that, because he will. Don't let them create them second chance plays. Once the play break down, D-line, you can't let them do that. Todd Bowles, you got to coach it up. They got to secure them edges. There's no reason why they should be getting to them edges like that. And when he come down that middle, linebackers, y'all got to stop it. But other than that, I think the D-line did great. Good enough. Linebackers, y'all did pretty good. There was a few of them, a few times I was like, that's Devontae. That's not Levante David. That's White. Devin White. That's Devin White space. For the first half of the game, y'all left the middle wide open. It was like we was running that cover 2 and nobody dropped back to the middle. And now y'all got to transform that cover 2 into a Tampa 2. Y'all got to drop that linebacker back. If that's what y'all going to run, don't run that no more. Don't run that no more. Y'all leave in the middle of the field wide open, and Dak Prescott will live in the middle of that field. Don't do it. Let's get that blocked up. Let's get that changed up. No, we can't do that. But other than that, linebackers did pretty good. I liked Carlton Davis was down this game, but I felt like the cornerbacks did a good job. They got burnt, but your number one corner wasn't in there. Which I think y'all did a great job, serviceable job to get the job done. We got to understand, Bucs fans, that they get paid to do this too. And they, again, like I said in the beginning, the Buccaneers and the Panthers are similar teams. That's why that's why we got the same exact record. We're very similar teams. Because that DJ Moore is scary. I didn't know about this guy Trimble. This guy Trimble is scary too. I don't know why y'all didn't get him the ball more. That guy is scary. But do y'all think Carolina Panthers, y'all think y'all would have been better if y'all had kept Christian McCaffrey? I don't know. We were shutting down the run today, though. Shutting it down today. Safeties did pretty well. in their duties, except for again the first half where they was just leaving the middle of that cover two just wide open, and they wasn't even trying to get on it. That one touchdown where that guy ran right beside three players, I don't know what happened to that, and then the other touchdown in the corner on the left hand side, I don't know what was up with that. It seemed like he is. I mean, they had Winfield Jr. was there, but when he got up, he turned around and looked like he wasn't supposed to be there. Like that was somebody else's assignment. He just jumped on it. So I don't know. Let's clean the safety where when we go to these playoffs, y'all can't be doing that. Because you got to worry about CeeDee Lamb and all these guys. That you can't be doing that. Safeties, y'all can't be out of position. Todd Bowles, you got to coach that up. They can't be out of position, man. But we saw glimmers of what the Bucs can be. I said 2 weeks ago that we cannot beat Carolina if we don't score at least 30 points. That's what I said. I said you will not beat them if you don't score at least 30. Well, we did that, and we beat them. You will not beat Dallas unless you score 35 points. Mark my words. You will not beat Dallas unless you score 35. When you gonna listen to Tampa 2? And they are not going to give you 3 Mike Evans deep passes. They're not going to give you that. You're going to have to score 35 to beat Dallas. If it's Dallas. So the way it's shaping up now that we have clinched, our playoff berth, it looks like, well, I don't know, because the Eagles tripping. Y'all tripping. Now don't let y'all drop down and have to play us, because it's a scenario out there where the Eagles will drop down to 5. That's us. There's a scenario out there where the Eagles will drop down to 5. That's the Bucs. You come into Raymond James. Eagles, that's scary for y'all. I'm just saying. Anyway, right now the way it's shaped up, Eagles, number 1 seed. Then you got all the rest of the division winners, right? You got us, the Vikings, all that. Everybody know. So the key to us being successful in these playoffs, then I'm going to get to the comments. The key for us being successful in these playoffs is play behind that play action run. Don't be scared to go deep. Attack. Leave it all on the field. No trick plays. Keep your game plan. Make halftime adjustments. I would like you to make in-game adjustments, but that seemed to be too difficult. So make halftime adjustments. Attack. Be aggressive. 4th and 1 on the 50, take it. Go for it. It is Todd Bowles. It is your aggressive coaching that won the game today. It's your aggressive coaching that won the game today. And you're going to have to do that throughout the playoffs. You know this. This today, second half, was an ode to no risk it, no biscuit. Remember a couple of weeks ago I said, BA, where are you and where's your influence in this game plan? Remember I said that? Well, that's what you saw in the second half today. That was vintage BA coaching. Took you long enough, Byron Leftwich and Todd Bowles. Took you long enough. Aggressive coaching. 4th and 1, fuck it, go for it. Even Brady even got into his playoff mode. Brady waved off the play. He said, man, get out of here. Is that a pass play he just called when we only got to get 1 yard? Do he know who I am? I'm the best quarterback sneaker in the world. Ever. Quarterback sneak, line up. I bet I get it. Every time. Every single time. That's something else they got to worry about. Aggressive. Now's the time. The conservative stuff got to go. The Panthers did something very smart that I originally thought was very stupid. When they drove down the field to save time, they kicked the field goal on second down. I was like, man, he could have took a shot, but that was very smart because it saved a lot of time. And they actually got the ball back with a chance. Then they started doing a little flipperoo thing, and I said, oh, this flipperoo thing starting to develop and starting to work. I said, no, this thing's starting to work. And then they messed it up, and I said, there you go. There you go. There you go. Shout out to the punter. Shout out to Camarda. I've been watching football since I was in a diaper. That was a long time ago. I'm talking about a long time ago, decades ago. I have never seen that. I didn't even think you could do that. I didn't think you could do that. The long snap was bobbled on the ground. He picked it up and took off. Somehow he got to the sideline. They said he run a 4.5. I believe it. And then he did this little curl punt rugby style kick. And it looked like he was going to go out of bounds when it left his foot. Somehow this thing curved back in, stayed along the sideline, and got down to the 1 yard line. How did you do that? My mind still has, I got to watch it again because my mind hasn't wrapped around how you was able to pick this ball up with literally, they sold out on the punt block. The whole team sold out on the punt block. We are blocking this punt is what they said. No matter what. And somehow they could not touch you before you kicked that ball off the side of your foot. You kept it in bounds and you ran to the side. Shout out to you. Mike Evans get the game ball, but you get the game towel. You got to get something because that was amazing. See, Bucs fans, that's what it looked like when everybody is locked in. Every single player is locked in. That's what it looked like. We was not going to be denied today, Panthers fans. The first game, but this game right here, we were not going to be denied. You was going to have to drag us off the field to get this game. Every single player, every single coach was so dialed in. Even if we didn't execute everything, you got the best we had to give today, Carolina. And you hung on. Dallas is a whole nother thing. I ain't even worried about next week because next week don't matter. That Dallas game is a whole nother animal. We got to reach a whole nother level of locking in. We got to reach a whole nother level of coaching. That regular season, regular ass coaching is not going to work. That regular play calling is not going to work. All those mistakes, every single play costs. Every single pass, every single run, every single defense, every single punt, every single kickoff, everything matters in these playoffs. Every penalty matters because it always shows up at the end when you walking home with a loss or you moving on with a win. You can go back to that game and see every single point that led to you losing. Tom Brady, you know how to do this. Chris Godwin, you know how to do this. Mike Evans, you've been there before. Leonard Fournette, you've been there before. Todd Bowles, you've been there before. In this very position, it's not new. It's not new. You've been here before. You know what it takes. BA showed you what it took. It took what you did in the second half today. That's what it takes all game, every game. So let's do it. LFG. Let's fucking go. Let's do it. Okay? Let's do it. Dallas, we ready. I don't know if they're going to let the starters play next week. It's against the Falcons. They trash. I think they won, though. They're going to be trying to beat us because it's their last game of the season. They're going to be going all extra hard, and they ain't got nothing to play for. You can't stop us from getting out of the playoffs because we already locked in. So I don't even know what you're playing for. But trust me, they're going to be coming real, real hard to try to prove something. Oh, we beat them and they're a playoff team. That's what y'all going to think. It's just bragging rights, I guess, because y'all ain't going to the playoffs. So I don't know what y'all going to be. But they're going to come play hard. Tom Brady already expressed that he do want to play next week. He don't want to be sad or anything. He don't want to mess up his games he didn't started streak and all that or whatever the case may be. He don't want to mess that up. So look at the starters to play next week. Look for it to be real dialed down play. Don't be surprised if we just go very basic and we lose and stuff. Don't be surprised in that. They're not taking this game. That game is not it. You want to lead that game with minimal injuries, minimal like little hangs up. I hope they let Brady play until like after the, to about halftime, and then I hope they come out of halftime and just take all the starters out. Just concede the game. Hopefully the backups can beat the Falcons, but if they can't, just concede the game. I don't want nobody to get hurt. I don't want nobody to go down. I'll be so mad if your Vita Veas will go down or some stupid reason that we lose a star player for the playoffs. Let's not do that. Okay, I know they want to play, and I do think there's something to not stopping the momentum and keeping the momentum, but let them know that we're gonna let y'all play a half. Whatever y'all do for that half, that's it. After that, all backups going in. I need to see Blaine Trasher. Matter of fact, I don't even want to see Blaine Trasher. I want to see Kyle Trask. That's what I want to see. Put in Kyle Trask. Keyshawn Vaughn and Kyle Trask. You can keep the O-line in there just because we don't want them to get killed. But plus they need work. They need chemistry. So let them stay in there and work. But for the most part, I need you to get Kyle Trask, get Brady out of there, get Leonard Fournette out of there, get I keep forgetting his name. White, Rashad White out of there. Get those guys out of there, man. Get them out of there. Leave Carlton Davis out. Carlton Davis out this week. Leave him out next week. Get Jamel Dean out of there. Get some of these other guys. Let them get playtime. Get McCullough in there. Get these guys out of there. We need all these guys ready to go. Hell, get Julio out of there. We need all these guys ready to go. And this is the game right here. You can get some of them backups, some much needed live reps. This is the chance. This is the time to get them those reps because they gonna be needed on this run. If there's a run, they're gonna be needed on it. Green Bay acting like they're trying to sneak in. Green Bay trying to get dirty. And sneak in. Nobody don't want to see them Lions. They trying to be dirty and get in there. I got to see how all the games shook up. But it's a lot of teams out there trying to get in on the dirty tip. But we won our division, so you got to come to Raymond James. Hit the like button. If you ain't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. I only do this for y'all, man. I don't need it. I talk to myself, so I don't need it. I do it because I know y'all want it. So make sure you show that appreciation and hit the like button. Cost you nothing. Now we're going to get to the comments. I done ran my mouth enough. I want to see what y'all got to say about the game, and we'll talk about some of the things y'all want to talk about, and we'll close it out. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's again. Another successful year here on the Tampa 2 channel for the Hooligans. All right. I'm going to go all the way to the bottom. And we'll start, and then I'm going to scroll up a little bit so I don't go too far back. All right, let's see where we at. What y'all got? Shout out to Marlo. What up, Hooligan? Shout out to my moderator, man. My moderator. Shout out to my moderator, Marlo, man. Been doing a good job. I ain't seen no crazy comments or none of that. So shout out to him. In this next season, next off season, we're gonna assign 2 more moderators just to make sure that we keep all the riffraff out of here. We don't need none of it. K. Otten, yeah. Oh, who said that? Remo. K. Otten, man. I had so much hope for you, K. What's happening, man? Cotton? I think you had one crucial catch, but other than that, man, you're dropping stuff. What's wrong with you? You scared? Huh? Your palms are sweaty? Knees weak, arms is heavy? It's sweater? I mean, it's throw up on your sweater already, Mom Spaghetti? Come on. You nervous. You nervous. It ain't no time to be nervous. We're going to the playoffs. Ain't no time to be nervous, sir. This what you wanted? This ain't what you wanted, Cotton? You wanted to be in the NFL, right? You want to be the man. You wanted to be the alpha. Were you the man? We need you. I need you to step up. I need you to step up. What's up? Let's see where we at. Travis said Ty had a post of the game made exactly. Exactly. You can see it. If y'all go watch the replay, I want you to watch Ty both. See, that's a good thing about the replay. Tampa 2 get on here, tell y'all what I think about the game, and then you can go back and watch the replay during the week and see exactly what I'm talking about. I don't just make this stuff up. That's why the Hooligans are here. I don't just make this up. Look at him. He locked. Todd Bowles has never looked like he looked this game. Never. Not this season. He was locked in. It's different. It's different. I will tell you that in the playoffs, when we play Dallas, if it's still Dallas, we're going to come out flat again. That first quarter ain't going to look like it need to look. But I believe second quarter and the rest of the game, we're going to turn up. Once we figure out how they're trying to play us. We don't need to figure that out by halftime. We need to figure that out by the end of the first quarter. I need the analysts and the statisticians and the scientists and all that. I need y'all locked in. This is a whole complete team effort from top to bottom. Even the fans that's at the game. I need you locked in. This is different. This is different. He said, AJ said, Mike must have heard you say Chris the God was the number 1 seed. That's all I've been saying. I've been telling Mike Evans he ain't deserved that spot. Mike Evans was looking at the camera so as to say, Tampa 2, who you talking about? Me? I'm him. I'm Himothy. That's what he said with this game. He said, oh, in case y'all forgot, I am Himothy. And I said, oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. Yeah, I was apologetic. I was very apologetic. I'm sorry. Oh, let's have a little sidebar real quick. Jenna Lane, I saw what you did to Giovanni Bernard, and you got everything you deserve. I told you. How many weeks I got to tell you, Jenna Lane? You got to chill with the monkey ass questions. Anyway, moving on. All right. S&B finally got a one. We've been waiting. 25 carries, 67 yards, but kept them honest, made play action so effective. Exactly. Yes, don't give up on the run. We didn't abandon it. It wasn't moving, but we didn't abandon it because they had to respect it. But you see, if you give Tom Brady had some time back there. He wasn't getting ghost sacked. Tom Brady will get ghost sacked on him. He'll be standing up but feel sacked. That's called being ghost sacked. When you standing up but you feel sacked. So you make decisions based on that. Tom Brady was going on a little streak when he was throwing 2 picks a game. And most of that, he was getting ghost sacked. He didn't get ghost sacked this game. And let me tell you something, Carolina got a line. Carolina got a line that can stand next to any other line out there. That's a fact. We wasn't playing the damn Houston Texans. We wasn't playing Houston Texans. We was playing Carolina. They got a line. And they got corners. They had Jay No out there. I don't know why they didn't put Jay No on Mike Evans, but they thought Henderson could do it, and he couldn't do it. Oh, he having nightmares tonight. Hey, man, Carolina fans, I know y'all in here. Carolina fans, please tweet Henderson and check on him. You know, he was a victim today. He got victimized today. That ain't no laughing matter. So make sure y'all check on him. Make sure he all right. He got burnt up today. He was a victim. So check on him. Shout out to SMB. Yeah, shout out to SMB, man. He said, shout out to Edwin. Edwin is a long-time hooligan. Been here for a long time. Edwin said Bowles actually showed emotion in the line. What have I been talking about over the past season? I told y'all, just go back, watch Tampa 2 videos when you driving to work tomorrow and see what I've been saying. Go back 3-4 weeks. Just start listening and you will see what I've been saying. Todd Bowles, you don't look like you in this. You just there, and today it was different. Am I the only one that noticed it? It was different. Shout out to you. You said we got to get Russell involved too. Yeah, I think Russell can do a lot more than what he's been doing. I know he's been hurt, but he can do a lot more than what he's been doing, man. I'm waiting on Russell Gage to really, really turn up on some Scotty Miller type stuff. But guess what? Might be a good thing. Might be a good thing because Dallas ain't expecting that. So when we went to the playoffs, not last year, but the Super Bowl winning year before last, we had some players show up that ain't normally showed up. Scotty Millers of the world, they just showed up out of nowhere. Like, who is this guy? Why y'all throwing deep bombs to him right before the half? Talk to Green Bay about it. Talk to the Saints about it too, because they got bit like that too. Like, who is this guy? Maybe that's Russell Gage this season. Maybe it's Russell Gage. Maybe Russell Gage just explodes all of a sudden. This is the time to do it, sir. I tell you what, make Russell Gage next week, make Russell Gage WR1 or WR2. Make Russell Gage play opposite, let me see, Julio. Put Julio on one side, put Russell Gage out there, put Scotty Miller out there. Again, I told y'all I want them to sit the starters after the half. Turn Russell Gage up by making him WR1 or WR2 next week. Turn him up. Who's been throwing it to him in practice this whole time? Kyle Trask and Blaine Gabbert. Great. They're going to be the ones in the game. So turn them up. Get him that confidence. Get him them reps. Make him important. Make him get locked in. Lock him in. Now is the time. Godwin almost at 1,000 yards. Oh, shout out to Mike Evans again for passing for his 9th 1,000-yard season. 9th. 1,000. I didn't think he was going to get it. But when you get 200 in one game, man, that's 2 games worth. That's 2 games worth. Chris Godwin almost there too. When you start looking at some of these stats, you go, man, how the hell did we only win 8 games so far? When these guys are putting up stats like that, it's just how it's been coming. It's just how it's been coming. But shout out to y'all. I mean, shout out to Russell Gage. Shout out to Mike Evans, and shout out to Chris Godwin. Tyler Belcher said, let's get to 2K. I ain't over 2K yet. That's crazy. Look, I know I don't do the prediction blogs and the stat blogs and the this blog and this player did that and this player signed and this player hurt. And I don't do all of that because I got a family, man. I'm married. I ain't got time to do all that. But I do get in here and give it to y'all authentic and real, like only I can give it to you. I'm a one-man show. Straight out. Straight out. So you got to show love for that at least. He said Kamara got some wheels on him for sure. Need some Pyramid or Scotty to go deep. Yeah, Jason, that's what I'm saying. This is the game. First of all, it's against Atlanta. And Atlanta is treated ass. We already know that. They ass. They the whole ass. They the butthole. They the whole, and they ain't just the butthole. They the whole ass. So we gotta, now is the time. And Russell Gage, that's your team. Julio, that's your old team. WR1, WR2, Julio, Russell Gage, get out there and show them, we're going to the playoffs, and y'all not. And now let me show you a little something. Turn them up, Ty Bowles. Turn them up. Turn them up. Mike Evans and Chris Guy, y'all chill on the side and y'all hype them up. Every time they come off the field, hype them up. Say this Atlanta. They ain't going, we going, and you jump ship and join the right team. Now bust their head in. Yeah, that's the plan for next week. It should be. Y'all need to let Tampa 2 come down there and do a little consulting. Devin White can't tackle. I wouldn't say that. I think Devin White takes bad angles. He can tackle. He takes some. He overshoots his angles sometimes. He's very quick, and he do a lot of arm tackling because I think he takes the wrong angles, and it might just be how he see the field. I don't know. He take bad angles, whereas Levante David takes great angles, but Levante David, I don't want to call him weak, but he ain't as strong as Devin White. Levante David ain't strong as a lot of linebackers, but he's very technical. So he's very technical and fundamental with his tackling, with his alignment, with his angles and everything that he does. He's just not as strong as you would like him to be. Ray Lewis, for example, Ray Lewis was all of that I just said, but also extremely powerful and strong. And that's what made him the GOAT that he is. That's the only thing that's holding Levante David back is he's not as strong and as powerful as a lot of your key marker linebackers in the game. But he does take great angles. He's a technician when it comes to tackling. He just ain't as strong. So he'll get ran over just because of that. But he's going to be there. He's just going to get ran over. Devin White, is hard to run him over unless he takes a weird angle. If you run at him straight on, he's going to get you for the most of the time, about 80% of the time. But most of the time, he just take bad angles. That's all it is. He said, we still need them damn Falcon hand-me-downs. We going to need them. Hey, we are going to need them, man. We are going to need them, man. We're going to need them. All right, let's see where we at. Back to back. If Bowles allowed them to go on that 4th down, it would have been a TD after. Yeah, I believe you. Tell me where we missed that thing. Yeah, I believe you. Brady going to the 49ers. No, Brady ain't going to the 49ers. If I had to guess, I think Brady's going to be with Josh McDaniels over in the Raiders. If I had to guess, I think Brady's gonna go to the Raiders. Right. I think that's where he's gonna go. There's some talk Miami and all this. I don't think so. Because going to Miami is just like he might as well stay with us if he going to Miami, unless he wants something different. Because Miami ain't, Miami ain't gonna do too much different than what we doing. Um, but the Raiders, I think, is right for a Brady. It just don't look right. Brady in a Raider uniform, that don't look right. That look crazy. But if I had to guess, that's why I think he's going to the 49ers. Derek Carr, who is now on the bench, they got him going. They got him coming to us. If Brady leave, I'm not against that. I am not against that. I know he ain't been playing the best. I get it, but I'm not against Derek Carr becoming a Buck. Here's the main thing I want you to understand. We, with this team built the way it is, we are not going to be able to reset. A few weeks back, I wanted us to do a reset after this season because I would like us to reset when everybody else in the NFC is resetting. So we not resetting 2-3 years down the line and they already built up now. Right, because the Saints and all that, they're gonna have to build up over they already started. They're gonna have to continue to build, and in about 2 years, the Saints gonna be arrived. All they gotta do is find them a quarterback, and they're gonna arrive. Right, the Atlanta Falcons have their quarterback in the Ritter. They just don't got nothing around them. They're gonna work on that, and Carolina is there. I don't even think Sam Darnold is a bad quarterback. He's just not that good, but he's not bad. But Carolina might be in the market for a quarterback, and they there. They ready. They get them a quarterback and they ready. And if they keep that coach is smart, man. What he did in this game today, that coach is Steve Wilkes is smart. They better keep that coach. He got a calm demeanor. I gotta see. I don't see much of him. I only seen this little bit here and there of him, but he's smart, and I think he off that. He got some BA in him too. Look his history up. He got some BA in him too. So if they let that coach go, that'll be a mistake. If they let that coach go, that'll be a mistake. But they there. So Carolina's finally there. They got a damn coach. They got a defense. They got an offense. They just need a quarterback to solidify them. Same thing with us. We got a defense. We got an offense. We just need a coach. We just need a quarterback. I said coach. I meant quarterback. They just need a quarterback. So they there. We there. They there. Atlanta, they got their quarterback. They need a whole team. And the Saints are there. They just need a quarterback. So what I wanted us to do is to try to rebuild while they're rebuilding. But I don't think we're going to have that kind of luxury of time because I think most of the NFC South is there now, or they're damn near there. So we're going to have to get another veteran quarterback in this building. We ain't going to be able to just go with a new guy and just run with it. We ain't going to have that luxury because the team's already building up in the NFC South. So I like a Derek Carr. I do like Gardner Minshew. I know I've been saying that for about 3 years. I like Gardner Minshew. Even though he lost today, I also like that pickup. I'm telling you. I know it sounds crazy, Bucs fans. I've been screaming to the high heels about Gardner Minshew. I really like him. I get it. But I'm telling you, with the right team and the right coaching, Gardner Minshew will be good. I know that sounds crazy, but I'm telling you. But I wouldn't mind a Derek Carr. Yeah, he said we had no safety in the middle. That's what I'm saying, Jason. I don't know what the hell they was calling. That shit crazy. I don't know what they was calling. Packers can't cover good. Packers can't do a lot. Or the Packers can't do a lot, my friend. But they got one thing going for them. And that is Aaron Rodgers. And let me tell you something. If you watch that game today, they covered damn good today. I hope that ain't the tale of things to come. Please let them stay out of this. Please let them stay out of this. Because the way I think they had like 4 or 5 picks today, like 5 sacks, all kinds of things. They was balling today. I think they scored like 40 points. They was balling today. They was not playing today. I said, ooh, this the wrong time for the Packers to get going. Nobody don't want to see them. Nobody want to see them. See, with us, people don't believe it. They ain't believing it. They're like, I don't believe that, man. What the Bucs did today was good, but I don't believe it. But that is Tom Brady. So it's a chance that they could really be this. And they probably like, oh, damn, man, he's starting to connect with Mike Evans again. This might be a problem. Might be. But if the Packers get going, with Aaron Rodgers, don't sleep. He said, yes, please put Winfield back in the middle. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying. Edward, what up? He said, the Bucs back in the dance again. Let's go. 941 made Gage. 941 made Gage said, dang, bro, first time here. You didn't know about us? You didn't know about us over here? Well, hit the like button and welcome and subscribe. We are called the Hooligans. I am Tampa 2. Allow me to reintroduce myself. Welcome. Grizz Low, that's another one of my moderators. Shout out to Grizz Low, been rocking with me. Definitely a certified hooligan. He said, y'all gave up on S&B acting like he didn't dislocate his elbow. Yes, because we fans, man. That's what we do. Where we at? We getting a couple of Prescott picks. He been looking kind of shaky, baby. He been looking kind of shaky, baby. He been looking kind of shaky. If we shut their run game down and make him pass, it's possible. MK, what up? Julio time. Trey said Julio time. He going to come out swinging all season. He been playing hurt. Yeah, but the problem with Julio is how Julio gonna act in the playoffs. He didn't do that often. He did it. I think they went to the Super Bowl, but he didn't do it often and not recent. So how he gonna act? And I think he's still hurt because he get up real gingerly, like he get up real soft, like he get up like he getting up from a therapeutic bed after a long night sleeping. Every time he get up, he look like he just woke up. I told y'all, when I say stuff, go back and watch the game, the replay of the game. And all you got to do is watch the highlights of Julio Jones catch and watch how he get up. He get up like he just woke up, just all slow and just, I don't know. I'm a little worried about him. How you going to act? Tyler say, stop kicking 50-plus yard field goals. I agree. Punt it. Brady's leaving Tampa. Yeah, he definitely doing that. He definitely ain't coming back to Tampa. He definitely ain't doing that. Where we at? Jake Kamara run a 4.3, I believe it. Okay, there we go. Let me catch up with y'all. MK said Tampa 2 is the realest Bucs content creator. Shout out to you. I think the hooligans believe that too. You can't get it like you can't get it anywhere else like you get it here, people. You just can't. I'm sorry. Some people don't like it though. They don't like it. They want me to say, Tom Brady threw for 300 and 415 yards for 36 out of 35. Some people want me to do that. I can't do it. I cannot do it. I'm sorry. I can go read the stats off. I just can't do it. I ain't taking no shots at nobody because that's dope. And I love it. And I watch it too. I watch all that. Oh, man, how many yards did he throw for? That's dope. I do. I look at it too, but that ain't my flavor, man. I don't need to read a bunch of stats to you. You can read them yourself. Google it. I need to give you the real. All right, moving on. Edwin say, and we left points on the field. That's a fact. That was 3 from that field goal that he missed. And he missed the extra point. That's at least 4 we left on it. And that's a fact. We left, and we had some miscues on there. We left some points out there. Carolina did too. I give them credit. Carolina did too. But we left some points out there. That thing could have got real ugly. That thing could have been real ugly. I wanted him to go at Mike Evans one more time. I just wanted them to just do it one more time. Just to see, just to see where it's at. Do it one more time. Just let me see it. See how they gonna act. We're gonna have fun this off season. Make sure you subscribe and put your notifications on. I'm gonna tell y'all a little bit of plans I got. I am going to get StreamYard or one of those streaming services that allow me to click y'all in. I'm already setting up the inside place. I got a little inside place inside the house that I'm going to be setting up, screen and the desk and all that. And I'm going to be clicking y'all in, and we're going to have these conversations, me and you, in front of all the hooligans. You're going to be able to talk your S. Just don't say too much because they'll shut my damn channel down. But I'm going to let y'all come in all off season. We doing it. The draft, free agency open up. We're going to be talking about it all, and then we're going to roll in the next season. Yes, Tampa 2 will return for at least one more season. This thing ain't going to last forever. And I hope that by me doing this, it opens the eyes up on more potential Bucs content creators. Because you're going to come on the Tampa 2 channel, you're going to talk, and if you come in every week or however often we do it, every time we do it and people get to know you and you start your channel, then we can start sending people over there. And then I don't do this anymore. I let y'all carry on and do the thing. So I'm all for bringing other people along. So let's do it. That's what we're doing. So make sure you stay locked into the Tampa 2 channel so you get your chance to do that. And I ain't putting it behind no Patreon and no paywall and none of that. It's all free for y'all. All right. Backups can beat the Falcons. I agree. Get Jensen in there for some reps. Yeah, I don't know. So they said Jensen was back practicing. Oh, I think he's still about 3 weeks out. So we can get to the second round of the playoffs. He might be ready. If we can get to the second round of the playoffs, he might be ready. By the NFC Championship, he should definitely be ready. But we got a long way to go before we get there. Yeah, Jason said Miller and Perriman can toast the Falcons. Yeah, I believe. D. Davis said, shout out from Sin City. Shout out to Sin City, man. I still ain't made it out there yet. I'm going to, though. I'm going to. Jay said, thanks for the content. Hey, all good, baby. That's what I'm here. That's what I'm here for, man. I appreciate that. Let me see where we at. Let me skip down. Y'all, oh man, y'all going way past me now. I gotta catch up. Travis said Vita Vea back. Don't even attempt to run the ball. Facts. They got a double. You see how they double team that man? They literally double team this man by taking a half a body a person. One man takes this half of his body, the other man take this half of his body, and that's how they got to block this man up. You blitz behind that. And then you got Akeem Hicks next to him. And he take up 2 bodies too. We should have way more sacks than this and way more pressure on quarterbacks. Because the middle was just done. And then Anthony Nelson turning up too. Now, the past couple of weeks, he been showing up. Get him going. We might be all right. We might be all right. Get CD3 back. We might be all right. Trying to think. No, I think we might be all right. Appreciate the likes, people. Appreciate the likes, man. Appreciate the likes. Devin White can't cover is what he should have said. Yeah? Devin White can't cover. I don't necessarily agree with that. Again, he just take bad angles, man. Go back and look at it. He just take bad angles. Yeah, he just take bad angles, man. I wouldn't say he can't cover, man. He didn't win the Super Bowl by not being able to cover. That don't really make sense. Brady might want to compete against Belichick. I think that's dead. I see y'all got me going. I posted Ben got off this thing. I think that's dead. Who said that? Robert. Shout out to you, Robert. Thank you for tuning in. Robert said he wanted. I don't think he wanted. I think it's dead because I think Brady already proved his point. Bill Belichick is nothing without Brady. I think that argument is done. And we got a Super Bowl, and Bill Belichick ain't nowhere near winning a Super Bowl. He fighting to get into the playoffs. Fighting to get into the playoffs. He ain't had a double-digit win season yet. I think that conversation is over with. Was it Brady or was it Bill Belichick? It was a combination of both, but more so Brady. Because everybody that leave Bill Belichick as a coach, they ain't successful. None of them. They're not successful. So if it was all about this genius coach, which he is, don't get me wrong, he's a GOAT. He's a GOAT coach, don't get me wrong. He could be considered the greatest of all time, but he is because of him, he not passing that. He not, for some reason, it don't translate through his coaching tree. So for you to say he was able to influence Brady so much that he made Brady, but he can't make another Brady, and he can't make another Bill Belichick, I gotta say, well, he's a great coach. But he don't, for you to be the GOAT, I don't know. We gotta have that conversation. Y'all got me going on topic. We gotta have that conversation though. Because how can you be the GOAT when your coaching tree looked like it looked, and once Brady left, your team looked like it looked, and it's still staying like that. And if you remember when Belichick was with the Browns, they was trash too. When Belichick was with the Browns, they was trash. He got with the Patriots, then he got Tom Brady, and he became Bill Belichick. But Brady left there and got him a Super Bowl with a whole nother team. And historically, the worst team in sports history, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Oh, that's a fact. Nobody in sports history got more of a losing record than we have over our span. 1976 is when the Buccaneers came into existence in the NFL. 1976. And there has been no team in sports history that has lost more than we have. He went to that team and won a Super Bowl with them. First year there. And took them back to the playoffs every year since. I don't think that conversation need to be had no more. It's a wrap. It's Brady. All right. Oh, DP Buck said Detroit is not the one to sleep. I said that. I said that earlier when I first came on. I said that. That's not who you want. I'm telling you right now, the Detroit Lions are playing very inspired. Very inspired. They are not the ones you want to see. Trust me. And they trying to sneak in. They ain't the one you want to see. Detroit versus Packers next week. What do you think about Geno Smith at Tampa? All right. If you're here to talk about the game, we done talking about the game. I want everybody to stay, but we're not talking about the game no more. We're done. Now I'm just answering y'all questions, apparently. All right. I'm not. I don't believe the Geno, man. I give him his shout out. Shout out to Geno. Shout out to the Seahawks and everything that he's doing. I hope he's building his career back. He got to get love for everything he's doing. I'm convinced today. A couple of weeks ago, I was singing his praises. A couple of weeks ago, I was like, man, Geno. But I don't believe it. I just don't believe. I need to see you do it twice. You got to do it 2 straight seasons. I just don't believe it, Geno. You caught lightning in the bottom when you're doing really great, and y'all trying to slide up in there too. I don't know if y'all officially eliminated or anything. As a matter of fact, I think y'all got the 7th seed right this second, I believe. If I'm not mistaken, y'all got the 7th seed. So shout out to you for resurgence in your career. But I done seen this too many times. I mean, Nick Folk won a Super Bowl. Nick Folk won a Super Bowl. And we were like, oh, Nick Folk. And look at him now. I don't believe it. What Jay said, we don't believe you. You need more people. We don't believe you. You need more people. I need to see more from you, Geno. Geno to Tampa, I'm not for it as a starting quarterback. Geno want to come be a backup. I'm 100% behind that today. If you want to see him, Blaine trash it over to the Seahawks. But I believe the Seahawks going to keep him. I don't think they're going to let nobody get to him. He can leave after this season, but I don't think he's going to. I think the Seahawks, I think they like him a lot. And because he got him on the cusp of the playoffs, I think they're going to start putting some pieces around him. I think Geno is the quarterback for the Seahawks. I think he's a great fit over there, and I think he does well. For what we do here, I'm not necessarily sure that's a great idea. But is he better than Blaine Trasher? Yep, he is. He better than Blaine Trasher. Is he better than Kyle Trask? Yep, he sure is. So will he be better than any quarterback we got on the roster? Brady leave? Yep, he would be. And he would be QB1. That's a fact. He would be QB1. Do I want us to go out and try to grab him and throw the kitchen sink at him? No, I don't want us to do that. I want us to go ahead and see what else is out there. I just need to see it again. That's it. I just need to see it again. Where we at? What up, Dave? I see you. All right, here we go. All right, let me see. Okay. He said facts. He said you and Bucko's locker need another collab to happen, bro. We might do that. We might do that one day. We'll see. We'll see. I love everybody, man. I got love for everybody in the Bucs commentator community. I'm with it. I'm with whatever. You just got to hit my line. Bucko's locker got my number. They get my line anytime, man. Anytime. All of them can, man. But Mr. Bucks Nation, you know, I talk to Mr. Bucks Nation from time to time. I talk to all of them, man. I talk to all of them. Oh, drop that. Yeah, I talk to all of them. I'm good with it all. Whoever. We need someone like Lamar Jackson. I would love Lamar Jackson. The problem with Lamar Jackson is the money. That man wants a king's ransom. And if you pay Lamar Jackson, you can't pay nobody else. We would lose a lot of our team. And we got the team that we have, and we're going to have to bring some pieces in anyway, but he is going to rob us. I'm with Derek Carr. Black Crow, I'm with Derek Carr, man. Baltimore 13, Pittsburgh 9, 2 minutes in the fourth. Man, I'm missing all of this, man. I'm missing all this. Oh, yeah, shout out, John. My bad. Shout out to Blaine Gabbert. He's a natural-born hero. Shout out to him. If you don't know Blaine Trasher, I'm sorry. He's Blaine Trasher when he's on the football field. Blaine Gabbert in the community. Blaine Gabbert saved some people that were victim of a plane crash, and he risked his safety to go save them, and he did that. Shout out to him, man. That looks good. That's good on him. That's good for those families, and that's good for Bucs. It's good. Put some good aura around, some positivity in the culture, man. I like the kid out of Florida, Richardson. Oh, we're gonna have a conversation on that. Oh, who said that? Will, we're gonna have a whole conversation on that. I'm making my list, and everybody want to talk about the USC quarterback. I know y'all keep baiting me to talk about that. I ain't talking about it yet. I got some notes on it, but I got a couple of guys we're gonna talk about in the offseason. I just want to save it for the offseason, but I ain't, you know. He said, no to Derek Carr. What's the problem with Derek Carr, Grizz? What's wrong? Why they don't like Derek Carr? I like Derek Carr. Nick Foles won because Billy Bob sat the best DB. Yeah. It's a lot to that. They ain't stopped talking about that yet. They still talk about that every year when they talk about Bill Belichick, and they talk about him and him sitting Malcolm and how Philly did. Yeah, they talk about it. You right. Ravens backup QB Tyler. No. I don't want that. Tyler Huntley, yeah, no, I don't want that. I don't want Tyler Huntley, man, because I can't get with it, man. I don't know. It's something about that kid I can't get with, man. I've been watching him play since Lamar been down, And I catch a little bit of their games and stuff. I saw something about that kid I don't like, man. Something about that kid I don't like. When you talk about coming, because when you come to Tampa, you got to take over this. You got to take over this team. You got to really have the pedigree to take over this team. Derek Carr don't have the pedigree, but Derek Carr got the attitude and the demeanor. So I get it. I know people don't like Derek Carr, got it. And he's benched right now, which is even crazier that I'm even willing to consider it. That's who I like. Heineke. That quarterback from Washington, I'm telling y'all, if he get with the right coach that can really coach him up, he could be something special in this game. I feel like he's super talented. He beat us every time he plays us. He beat us every time he plays us. He beat us. Heineke. He got good arm. He can move. I really like that dude. Jared Goff, no. Even though he got the Lions playing good. Even though he got the Lions playing good, he is a solid quarterback. But I need somebody that can really take hold of this team. I really need somebody to take hold of this team. And when you think about who you want to bring in from a veteran standpoint, who can come in here and just take over the team and players can get behind. They're not getting behind that kid out of Baltimore. It seems like the fans won't get behind Derek Carr, according to y'all. That Taylor, whatever his name is, Heineke, I feel like he could do that. Much like Kirk Cousins did for the Vikings. Kirk Cousins went to the Vikings and just took over their whole organization. Their whole organization revolved around him and Jefferson. He just took it over. And he left the Redskins, the Commanders. Yo, Commanders, what's wrong with y'all? Y'all gonna, first of all, you name yourself the Commanders when you should have named yourself Red Wolves. That was what I thought you should have called yourself, the Washington Red Wolves, but you didn't do that. Fine. You name yourself the damn Commandos, or whatever y'all are. Great. Then you rolled out your mascot today, and his ass is a pig. You represent Washington, D.C. Maybe that, you know what? Maybe that is the appropriate name. You a pig and you call him Major Tutty? But y'all don't score no touchdown. Anyway, all right, whatever. We still missing Shaq Barrett. That's right. You know what? Touchdown Steelers. See, I'm missing the game. Y'all got me missing the game. 56 seconds left. Oh my God. And it's a good one too. All right, let me get off this thing, man. Garoppolo will fit. This last thing I'm gonna say. I would love Jimmy Garoppolo. I would absolutely 100% love Jimmy Garoppolo. I feel like the fans will love him. But Jimmy Garoppolo don't got a good deep ball. But I really, really, really like all Garoppolo do is win. That's all he do. All Garoppolo do is come in and win. That's all he do. He just win. He stay hurt though. But I feel like as long as we gonna protect him, if we gonna commit to protecting him, that's a great pickup. That's a great pickup. All right, I got to get up out of here, man. 1.5 hours. One man podcast. Tampa 2 Bucs. Shout out to the hooligans, man. Leave it in the comments. See y'all next time. Subscribe, hit the like button. We out of here. Happy New Year's, Merry Christmas, all of that. Happy Kwanzaa, the whole nine. Let's fucking go. Peace.